Welcome to this week's vlog. She drives me completely insane. All I need is one. I just need one. I'm having a massive turf out. Underneath here I found a blanket, a pillow and a sock. She's lost her balance. Wouldn't give her a weak cup of tea and a handshake. Oh man, this is not the best coffee I've ever made. She identifies as a turnip. Welcome to this week's vlog. I fancy a cooked breakfast. In the UK, in England, cooked breakfast is, gosh, they're grubby, is usually a number of things. Bacon, maybe sausage, hash brown, tomatoes, baked beans, black pudding, toast or fried bread, mushrooms. What else would you traditionally have? But I'm not having all of those things. I'm having bacon, beans, eggs, bacon, beans, eggs, tomatoes, and toast. But I've no bacon. We've run out. So I'm going to go and buy some. I'm not going wearing my slippers though. I mean, I've gone out looking pretty crazy at times, but I draw the line at these slippers that are really quite ancient and manky now, but I love them. My mum bought them for me for Christmas years ago, and I saved them because I already had a pair of slippers that Toby had rejected, and I wore them until they fell to pieces, and then finally I got to wear those. Oh, I've cracked my big toenail. Not quite sure how I did it. I think I stubbed it. And weakened it, and now as it's grown towards the end, it's cracked. Sore. Terribly sore. Look, the dahlias have started to come through. I'm going to pick those later and bring them in. It's very windy, so I'm going to stop filming. I want to take a cutting of this rose here. You can't really see it very well. It's a gorgeous one, and it's grown really well, but it's in the wrong place, and I can't dig it out because of the fact that its roots are in a really small hole and go underneath the patio. So, ugh, Toby's making a racket. Needs must. Come into my greenhouse. I'm going to do some pricking out today as well. I'm going to take some cuttings of it so I can move it. Need to fill this up. I'm not going to do a tutorial, obviously, on how to take cuttings because I'm not a professional. But I've just selected two good length this year's shoots. I've got 2 pots here of just compost with some vermiculite and grit in there for drainage, and then what I'll do is I'll chop these up. I'll go underneath a leaf node, strip off the leaves, leave a couple on, and then I'll plunge it in some rooting hormone. This is very old, it probably doesn't work, but we'll use it anyway. Stick it around the sides of the pot. I'll take as many cuttings as I can, and that'll be that. If you want to know how to do it properly, ask Alan Titchmarsh. Google it, and he'll tell you. He's very good.
Oh, I've never seen the garden like it. It's more like a pebble beach than a...
With all the walnuts?
Thousands of them.
Yeah, I know. It's they call it something. It's been one of those years that it's got a name. That's why the fruit's been so good as well.
Yeah, literally.
Your bacon is done.
Trailer full.
But it's in. I've given it to Wilf now because you didn't come in.
You give me it to go?
Yeah, because you didn't come in. Okay. Dog's barking now. Right. This is not the best because it's slightly late. It's slightly late, and also it's not the healthiest, but I'm just going to have to go for it. So you can see I've cut just under a leaf node, and I'm going to cut this on a slant away from that bunch of leaves. I'm going to chop those ones off as well, just leave a couple on. I find that it's a game of numbers. I'm not great at this stuff, so what I do is I do loads and just stick it in the edge. I'll do loads and I might get one. All I need is one. I just need one. There we are. I've just popped them somewhere sheltered and I'll forget about them, pretty much. Make sure they don't dry out or drown. And then in the spring I'll check for growth and see if we've had any success. There's a bee. It's going on my hot lips. Where's it gone? You may remember that I took some cuttings of catmint. Well, they all struck, they all rooted, and then we had that really hot summer and I went away and they all just frazzled and died. Never mind. I've got lots and lots of things here that I need to divide and do things with. It's too much to do. But I think if I just come out as often as I can and do one job, can't see me, and just do one job and keep chipping away, what gets done is brilliant and what doesn't get done doesn't matter. It's just important to me not to lose momentum. Normally, by this time of the year, I'm so despondent, fed up with it. And I just need to shut the garden down, forget about it completely. And then I kind of gird my loins in spring and I get going again. But this year, just extreme close up, I'm just going to keep going. And now I'm going to go and do some woodwork. I'm doing up a shed at present. I won't show you it yet, I'll show you it when it's done. Because I'm doing it with my patrons. It's been quite, they've been very encouraging. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that door's locked. Hello, Margot. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm giving it a go. Can't say I'm loving the process, but I'm not hating it. I just wish I knew what I was doing. Good morning and welcome back to the 80s. I'm having a massive turf out. Look, I've upended it. Underneath here I found a blanket, a pillow and a sock. I say pillow, I mean the missing grey cushion. Can't believe how long these gorgeous sunflowers have lasted for. Unbelievable. I'm going to clean the screen of the wood burners, all of the wood burners. We've got the chimney sweeps coming in next week, I think. Next week. Something like that. I still haven't found pictures to go in there. Actually, I think I found some, I can't remember where now. They're prints, you order them. But I'm kind of still hanging out for real ones. But most of the ones that you find are in frames. So maybe, I don't know. I'm procrastinating. I just had a flash of inspiration. Okay, who else now has got Joseph and his Technicolor dream coat running through their head? Toby and Wilfred are really into golf and they have commandeered the barn and the lounge is now covered in an AstroTurf. They've got a golf simulator up there. So the rug from up there, the gorgeous rug from up there in the gorgeous living room that was looking oh so yummy, it's all been dismantled. I'm going to get the rug from there and put it back in the snug because that's where it came from originally. And I was looking for a replacement one for the snug. Haven't found one. So I'll just get the one back down from the barn. I'll go and do that now. What is this? Just heard the dogs going bananas. Who's left me something? Hollyhock seeds. think this is from Fizz Friday Julie, because we were talking about them. Oh, goody. Oh, bless her heart. She should have knocked on the door. She could have come in. I'd have given her a weak cup of tea and a handshake. Where did that come from? Wouldn't give her a weak cup of tea and a handshake. That's just a strange thing. I'd have hidden from her. I wouldn't. I'd have put my coat on and answered the door, and I just said, oh, I'm just on my way out. I'm kidding again. I wouldn't do that either. But that is a top tip. If you're not sure when the doorbell goes, where's the, there it is. If you're not sure when the doorbell goes, if you have the time to play, put your coat on, and then, I don't know where I got this from, and then when you open the door to the person, you either go, oh, you've just caught me, I've just got back. Or, oh, you've just caught me, I'm on my way out. Cheeky, innit? Except that doesn't work for me because I have glazed doors. And, Teddy's back. I have glazed doors, and from both doors you can see the coat rack. I wasn't joking. Isn't it awful? I can't bear it. Ugh. And they've nicked the dog towel. And it stinks. Off-gassing. Where's the rug then? They've even spoiled the bedroom. Mind you, I quite like how those paintings look. Hey, these might work in the snug. I wonder if they're big enough. Right, that's not a job for now. This is a job for now. I've got this rug, it's a lovely old rug, from the auction house for about 20p, about 9 years ago. There we go. You want a walk, don't you? That looks all right. I mean, it's not quite wide enough. Ideally, I would have one that went all the way up to the hearth. This is from the fairy lights that's still up from Christmas. And the desiccated ivy. I like it though. I really like it. Yeah, I wonder if those prints would fit in there. Be good if they did. I'm about to have some breakfast. I'm having some of Pablo's eggs. I'm going to boil them up. And I'm going to have some avocado. Let's hope it's a good avocado. Wilf ran in the shop and got it yesterday. Feels good. I think the boy chose well. And I'm going to have spring onions and some cress, microgreeny things. If you fancy, you call them microgreens. If you're not fancy, you just call it cress. It's just a packet of seeds. Just sprinkle it on some mud, keep it wet, and they sprout. And you're slipping. Can't wait to eat this. Oh, I'm really hungry. I've just filmed the little section for the beginning of last week's vlog, showing the wild products that I've got my mitts on. Do you know what? I love that stuff. Genuinely love that stuff. I mean, I genuinely love it. I know there's people that are concerned about the Unilever takeover, but the way I see it is, well, read the blog post that they've written. It's like a short 30-second read, basically reassuring that all values are the same, but it also just means that they can expand their reach, so more people can have really good quality products and save the world and save single-use plastic from landfill. But you know, I don't enjoy filming. I've discovered in the past year where I've kind of given it a go doing promos and stuff, I don't actually enjoy the filming side of it. I much prefer it when you can just chat naturally about something and know that it's just a chat between mates. It's not a chat you've been invited to have between mates. I mean, I don't say anything I wouldn't say anyway, but I don't know, there's just a funny, it just feels different, guys. I don't know if you know what I mean. It just doesn't feel the same, even if I'm saying the same stuff. I think it's because you sign a contract or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get some food. Oh, yum.
Gorgeous colour, good structure to it as well.
The cranberries you mixed in with the sausage meat, then you've got the gooseberry compote, a layer of onions, and then the mushrooms at the bottom.
What is mine?
I really enjoy that.
Morning. No idea what I filmed for this week's vlog. We're not going to worry though. I'm getting ready. I've got a lovely day today. I've just got all the normal sort of chorey things to do in the morning, and then I'm meeting some friends for a cuppa this afternoon for an hour or so. Then school run, and then when I get back from school run, my friend Turnip and two of my goddaughters will be here. They're coming so that we can. Bill wants his ears pierced again. He's got 2 holes here. He wants another 2, and for some reason he just really wants to do it with Izzy. He's really close to Izzy, so we've planned, because Izzy and I had our earrings done together on her 21st birthday in August. We've planned that they're coming here Saturday. We're going to go to the piercing place in Bristol. Bill can get his ears pierced and I can get mine downsized. I think Izzy's already had hers downsized, but anyway, she can have hers downsized too if she wants. And yeah, it'll be really lovely. Try not to have my usual anxiety about having overnight guests. So ridiculous. I'm working on it because I spoil things for myself, and you know, I love my people. Right, I've got today a warm blouse on, but it's not too warm because it's autumn. It's cold in the morning, warm in the afternoon. Got my hand knitted Stockholm vest by Petite Knit. Lots of people ask me about this, and this is another Petite Knit pattern called the Sophie scarf, and scarves are everywhere at the moment, which is nice because this is a lovely pattern to knit. In fact, I've done a video for my other channel this week, which I need to edit and upload, where I'm showing off all of the Sophie scarves I've knitted. I've done about 6 now. It's ridiculous. But it's just such a quick, enjoyable, soothing thing to knit. It's such a great thing to wear in the autumn when you just don't want the draft around your neck, and it kind of fannies up an outfit. I mean, this is a bit of a boring colour, but imagine this if it was a pop of colour, if you weren't colour scared, which I'm becoming less colour scared. Now I'm going to wear these trousers today. These are brand new to me. Got them on Vinted for an absolute song. They were, have a look, £85 originally. Got them for less than £20. They're a pair of mustardy colour chords. Not quite the shape I was after and not quite as vibrant as I wanted, but I really like them. I had bought a pair last year, earlier on in the year, from Toast, but they were just too short in the leg, so I took them back. Got them in the outlet in Shepton Mallet, and so I took those back and just had my eye out and found these. They're a little bit higher waisted than is comfortable for me to wear, but I think cord stretches a bit, doesn't it? What do you think? There, see, they're still a little short, but the ones from Toast were sort of up there, so I think they'll be all right with my ankle boots. Actually, that doesn't look too bad. Like that. Do I look like a geezer? I look like a geezer. I need to get this bit of my hair trimmed off like that. I might get one of the girls to do it with my dressmaking scissors later. Why not? Why ever not? It's only hair, it will grow after the performance I made when it all got chopped off at Christmas last year. You'd think that my opinion isn't it's only hair, but I think that did me good to have that surprise haircut. Believably, my the sunflowers that Pete gave me last week are still going strong, so I'm going to use my new flower frog from my friend Sarah. It's a Niwaki, really good tool maker, Niwaki. And I'm going to use it for these flowers that I've just picked from the garden, so I can put them up where Turnip is going to sleep. If I were to put this bunch directly into this jug, they would just splay like this. Oh man. So what I'm going to do is poke them in. So let's put the big ones in first. And then, if some of them are a little bit too short and they won't fit in, it won't matter because these ones will already be here and they can hold up the rest of the flowers. Might need to cut this one down. That's just shot off underneath a panini. That still needs to be cut down. And I've got some Nicotiana here. They're on their way out really. And I've got some penstemon. I need to take cuttings of those. These are Tagetes, they're slightly not quite the right colour. There. Oh, you're slipping. There, look at that. Wild, abundant, crazy. It would look really nice with some of this basil in there, but we're gonna eat that tomorrow. I might take my snippers and get some greenery on my way up to the barn. There we go, a little bit of greenery from this, I think it's a baptisia or something like that. Okay, everybody.
Yeah, stop.
I'm not taking a photograph, I'm videoing. All right, everybody, jazz hands, jazz hands, jazz hands.
Top up.
Go on then, Daddy. I don't want to be antisocial.
Now.
You got one of these things.
Yes, I
got
do.
one of those. It's so useful.
What Octo friends?
It's for my Oyster card, actually.
Victoria, do you approve of Gusto?
Delicious.
Oh yeah.
Gusto.
I really approve. Oh, I think it's brilliant.
Honestly, all you need to do is open several email accounts and then you can get a 65% off all the time.
Felix really enjoyed this, didn't you?
Yeah.
I've never tried it, so I didn't know. I just got to buy it.
Felix really enjoyed doing it.
Is he coming? Can't see. Ooh, yeah. Oh, we might have just driven past. Hang on, I'll check.
I think he's it.
Yeah, I think he is there. Get ready, everybody. Is everybody hidden? Right, well, be quiet. Why are you all in the same place? One of you needs to be over there. Quick. Toby's behind there. I'm crouching down. I'm in my hiding place now. No, just leave him on. Right. Toby, let me see you. Toby, I can't see you.
It's because I'm hiding.
I can't see your face. Okay. So we'll jump out.
No.
You jump out, then I'll jump out. Beep.
Yeah. I've seen you. You're not very strong.
Oh, what? Where are you going? Come in here. I've got something to show you.
Oh yeah, turnips here.
What?
Turnips here. I've seen
Oh, come in and let them Filming my little homemade barista here. Milky the milky. Oh, my screen's dirty. And turnips emptying the dish dough.
Of course she is.
Oh, there's the coffee over there.
Oh.
Hang on, hello. So now,
I'm going to put it on the floor actually. Alright, give it a sec. Just gotta
give it a swirl. Oh,
I don't know quite what that is actually.
It's an onion.
It's an onion!
It's an onion.
It's an onion! This is a really cool cup actually.
It's cute, isn't it? It's got cuckoo written on the side.
Oh,
But
that's so nice.
that's a U and a C, but together it just makes it look like it's missing the C. But it's not really.
It does actually.
Yeah.
It's really gorgeous. I like kind of the misshapen.
Cute, isn't it?
Misshapen.
Yeah, Emma writes ceramics, I think she is.
Oh.
Do you have some funny friends? This one's the one I like up here. Do you? That's a Japanese thing. You are into Japanese stuff. Well, yeah, because you had a kitten called Kyoto, didn't you? This is my one I like to give a little bit of love to. Good. Try this one. This one vibrates when you hug her. Yeah, you can hear her breathing. Do you see what I mean? She feel different?
I don't know if it's just because you said it now. Let's have a go.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
It's a good one, isn't it?
it's a good one.
Did you not? Oh my
God.
gosh. I'll get my Nancy Birtwhistle book out and you'll be able to see. She's
Gotta
filling up a
collect
poo
loads.
bag with conkers.
Yeah. Then you de-shell them. I think you soak them in water and then you can make soap. Yeah, you can like laundry detergent, hand soap,
Yeah, you-
dishwashing.
Don't you blitz them in a
Milk them like. I'm not making it
yeah.
up.
No, it's true.
True.
You blitz them in a Maggi mix, and then you strain them, and you've got this saponic liquid. So we are in Astrid in Mayo, in Cribs Causeway, no, in Cabot, and Bill has chosen this. Can't get it to focus. Why won't it focus? Sod it. Okay. Hey! Here he comes.
My ears are tingling now.
Oh, good placement as well. My screen's filthy. Now we're just having a mooch around, and I've had my earring changed. Got a little moon in there. And we're having a little look around H&M. We're going to get some lunch, Bill. Because Izzy's a bit hungover, so we'll go and get you and Izzy bite to eat. You look very cool.
Oh, I just realised now I can also send this to
My mum. Oh, that's so gorgeous. Feel lovely. There's us cool mums, and then there's the 3 cool teens.
3 teens.
All chatting and giggling.
20s, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they're having such a nice time, aren't they?
They really are.
Love it.
Gonna chuck on another load of laundry and then make a cuppa and sit and have a little end of vlog chat with you. This is not the best coffee I've ever made. We've run out of our regular beans, and so I'm just using some from a different company that I can get locally, which is a brilliant company, but with coffee, it's more complicated than I ever knew before we got this machine that does not do everything for you. You have to do it all yourself. Hang on, Margot. Let me put my drink down. Come on then, come on then. She's lost her bounce. Since she's lost her eyesight, she can't fathom out depth perception. Her depth perception has been impacted, and now she can't jump up onto things or jump down. Also, I think she's getting a little bit stiff and creaky. But bless her heart, you're not enjoying it, are you? Oh, the big cuddles. Oh, the contented noises of a cuddling, poggles. Yeah, so we haven't bothered doing this thing where you have to adjust the grind so that the water comes through at the correct speed, so you get the right sort of coffee, so that coffee tastes a little bit like fag ash. Still going to drink it, although I will live to regret it because it's got caffeine in it, and caffeine gives me terrible heart palpitations these days, but I think it's early enough, and I'll only have one, and I shall be busy like a busy bee all day today, so I probably won't feel the palpitations. I'm going to enjoy this coffee because today it's been a shotgun morning, you know, like starter pistol morning is what I call it. So, you know, when you feel like your alarm goes off, you drag yourself out of bed, and then it is go, 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 go. Well, that's how it is. I don't mind, because otherwise I can just waste an entire day in my pajamas just fannying about, kind of getting stuff done, but not really doing anything. One of those days where you look back and go, oh, I wish I'd just stayed in my pajamas in bed and read all day, rather than stayed in my pajamas and just floated about wasting my time. I can't remember the last time I stayed in my pajamas and read all day. And even if I had that opportunity now, well, I wouldn't have that opportunity because I've got pets to deal with. Kids can deal with themselves. I include Toby in that remark because honestly, recently, he's great in the garden, but everything else, he's like, can't even straighten his pillows out on the bed when he gets out of bed. I hope he doesn't watch this bit, or he'll be grumpy with me. Don't get me wrong, he's absolutely marvellous at so many things, but he is like a kid at home. But then, you know, he puts in the hours at work, and he deserves his downtime. It's just the life of a housewife and entrepreneur. I'm kidding when I say that. It's not a 9 to 5, is it? Today I'm going to be digging up perennials in my big border to the side. Yes, Margot, and dividing them and spreading them out because I've been, well, that border just needs a bit of refreshing, and now's the time to do it. I don't want to do it, but I'm going to do it, and I'll be pleased with myself come the spring when it all starts to puff up again. I said I was going to end the vlog, didn't I? And instead I've just started prattling on. I had such a lovely time with the turnips. I call them the turnips. I don't know when I started calling them the turnips. Well, Jo has always been turnip. She's been turnip for a really long time. Because of her old surname. I'm going to sneeze. So, of course, when the babies came along, they all became little turnips too, and it's just stuck. And she even answers to turnip. If we're in a shop and I shout out, turnip, she'll be, yes. She identifies as a turnip. And so do the kids. I love it. They think of themselves as turnips. And they call me Auntie Gangster, and I absolutely flaming love it. I love the relationship that I've got with all three of them. And when you consider that they have lived 3.5 hours away from me for the majority of their lives. I think Victoria was 9 months when they moved from Somerset to East Sussex. I met Jo when she was newlywed and just moved into the cottage that was attached to the cottage where I lived when I was super young, far too young to be living on my own with a fiance, for goodness sake. I think I might have been barely 20. So we've known each other for a really long time, which is absolutely gorgeous. And we kind of played house and learnt off one another and would find recipes and share them. And we would do Jane Fonda exercise classes together before sneaking off to McDonald's and then hiding the evidence from her husband and my boyfriend because we didn't have the money for it. Yeah, so we've lived far, far apart for a very long time, but you know, the telephone and visits and things, we just couldn't be better friends, which is gorgeous. So Thursday, I filmed some footage on Thursday. It's just a ramshackle, rambly load of silly stuff. If you don't like what I left in, you should have seen what I took out. But we had a lovely evening. And then Friday, Izzy stayed back to get herself ready to go off and meet some friends. And me, Victoria, who we called Taller, and Turnip went off, walked the dog and did a little bit of tree hugging. I introduced them to my fave tree. I know it seems mad, but I do have a favourite tree. There's a tiny little holly sapling next to it, and I know they're not mother and child because they're different types of plant, but I don't know, I'm just really fond of them. And I swear that you can feel the energy in that tree. I know that makes me sound completely woo-woo. I don't care. And then we went to IKEA. I didn't film any of that. And then we went to a wool shop. I didn't film any of that. Victoria got some lovely pink West Yorkshire spinners to make a crochet. She's a crocheter. Oh, that makes my heart so happy. And she also sews. So when she's in a dressmaking phase, we talk a lot about patterns and pass ideas backwards and forwards. It's just so lovely. It's really lovely. She's 25 and oh, it's just so nice. And so we've got that in common, which is really lovely. And then in the evening, we had our supper, which was just shop-bought pizzas. Actually, Victoria had the leftovers from the vegan gusto meal that we had the night before because she absolutely loved it. Honestly, the portion's giant on that gusto. If you're interested in trying for 65% off, I'll leave my referral link down below, but do shop around. You might get a better referral link, or ask any of your mates who use Gusto for their referral link, because then you'll be giving them a £20 voucher rather than me. But honestly, I've really enjoyed having Gusto. That was our second box, and we're going to have another box next week because Toby's ordered one with my referral code. And I've paused my week's box. And then, yeah, we sat in front of the TV. We watched Modern Family with Wilf and Bill. Ted was out till late, working. Was he working or did he go down to see his girlfriend? Can't remember. Anyway, he wasn't around. And we had the fire on. Jo was knitting. I was knitting, Victoria was crocheting, Izzy was still with her friends. She was on a big night out in Bristol. They went up the Gloucester Road and did a bit of a hopping from pub to club. Had a brilliant time. Izzy's considering moving to Bristol, which will make my heart so happy. Now, Izzy and I don't have anything in common in the way that Victoria and I have got crafting in common. But Izzy and I have got very similar personalities, and we just bounce off each other really nicely. And also, you know, we're the girls that would be up till 3 a.m. dancing like complete lunatics. So we've got that. So it'd be really good fun if she moves to Bristol. She'll rejuvenate my dancing shoes. I'll be able to go off up the Gloucester Road with her sometimes, which would be really good fun. Because how many more years am I going to be allowed to go into clubs? I mean, I'm 50 in a minute. They might age check me and stop me from going in. And then Saturday morning, we got up, had breakfast. I went and picked Izzy up from her friend's flat in Horfield, and Joe and Taller, Victoria, headed on to Cabot Circus. So Bill and I picked Izzy up, and then we all met one another in Cabot, went off and got Bill's ears pierced. He's so pleased with them. The first pair of earrings that he picked out were absolutely gorgeous and would have cost £420 plus the piercing. I said to him, darling, you're gonna have to choose something else. They were gold and emerald or something like that. I said, what about these ones over here, which were like a lacquered titanium with cut glass on them, but they looked almost the same. So he was very happy. She's snoring. Snoring with her eyes open. Yeah, so he was very, very pleased. He's super pleased with his piercings. I'm very, very pleased with my downsized. Can you see? It's a little moon. I can't see what you can see because I haven't got my goggles on. I'm struggling with my glasses. I need to get my eyes tested because I've always had really, really good near vision. And couldn't see in the distance, but now I'm finding that my glasses are too strong for in the distance, so that's not working well for me, and I can't see a thing close up when I've got them on. And actually I could do with some help for reading, so I think we're in line for varifocals, which I don't really fancy, to be honest. I'd rather have 2 pairs of glasses and swap them round. So the piercings were done. We had a quick mooch around the shops. Turnip and Taller hit the road. Izzy, Bill and I went to Gourmet Burger and had some lunch, and then I dropped Izzy back at her friend's flat where she needed to have a nap because she was so hungover. She was incredible though. When I'm hungover, I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to walk. I don't want to look at anyone. All I want to do is go and eat chips and crisps and have full fat Coke. But she was brilliant. She just, wow, she's 21. She just trooped on, you know. So I dropped her back off. She had a massive nap, and then she drove up to Manchester to see her best mate Willow, who was also there on Izzy's 21st birthday. So I've known Willow since she was like 7. It's so cute. It's so lovely being part of their lives. And then Willow was doing the Manchester half marathon on Sunday. So that went well for her, I believe. I haven't actually heard. I'll have to find out. And that concludes that. We're all caught up with what happened towards the end of the week. And now I'm going to end on a bit of a sad note. Guys, we need your prayers, wishes, you know, whatever you do for, I don't know, karma. I said the other week in my vlog that my sister-in-law's dog, Poppy, got attacked. Basically, she got torn to shreds and thrown in the air by a really big dog on a walk. And although the vet said that her wounds were superficial, what they meant by that was there was no organ, ligament, muscle, bone damage. However, she was shredded. And subsequently, she's ended up with a bacteria, a really bad infection, an antibiotic resistant infection. A lot of her skin around the wounds have died, so they've had to cut that away. So she's now got open wounds. Sorry if this is too graphic. She's got drains in and she's just pouring pus out of these drains. And it is not looking... It's not looking good. There's still hope. The vets have said things are really in the balance over the next 48 hours. And at some point, there will be a decision made, and it won't necessarily be Claire's decision. So at the moment, Claire, because she's back in the vet's hospital, Claire, my sister-in-law, is potentially waiting for a call that is going to say she's on the up, she's doing okay, the treatments are working, they're flushing out her wounds 3 to 4 times a day. Or they're going to say, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do, you need to come in. So that's a horrible, horrible thing for anybody. But I mean, I'm not going to talk about Claire's personal circumstances here. It's not my business to share. But if anything happens to her little dog at the moment, it just couldn't be worse possible timing. I mean, it's never a great timing, is it, ever? But it would actually, I just would be very, very worried. So please, let's have all your positive thoughts and prayers. I've been praying constantly for little Poppy. Poppy is, you'll have seen her on my vlogs. She's the little waggy-tailed, fluffy cloud. The little white fluffy cloud. She's my sister-in-law's sidekick. They are a team. I can't imagine them not together. Cross fingers that we'll have good news for you in my next vlog. I'm so sorry if her snoring and grumbling has been very distracting through all of this, but you know, she's an old girl and you drive me absolutely bloody mental. She drives me completely insane. But you've got to treasure these moments, haven't you? I've been talking for 20 minutes. Oh well, hopefully you don't mind. I mean, you do come here to spend time with me, don't you? It's not you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here at the end if I've bored you. So yeah, if you did make it this far, you know what I'm going to say? Leave an emoji of a poodle. Yeah, let's have a poodle emoji or a dog or anything like that. It's just, I really love it when we do this because it really is just so fun to see who's left at the end. Oh, and having guests for 2 nights last week, I did really well. I managed to just relax and enjoy it. I didn't worry about anything. I didn't wake up in the middle of the night having to go and look out the window and check that the barn wasn't on fire, which is something, have I mentioned that here before? When I have people to stay who I love very, very much, I wake up in the night and I am convinced I can smell smoke, convinced. And I have to get up, sneak into my son's bedroom and look out the window and stare at the barn and make sure it's not on fire. If that is not insane, I don't know what is. Right, so if you can't find a poodle emoji, do a fire emoji or this emoji, you know, the insane looking googly funny face emoji. Right, I am going now. Bye.